What's up, King Book Nation? This is boy King Pookie coming out with another video talking about some Chicago Bears. So last Tuesday, the McKeskys finally decided who they're gonna pick as general manager, and they picked Ryan Poles from the Kansas City Chiefs. He worked for the Kansas City Chiefs personnel. He was the executive personnel of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was in the organization for three since 2009. Now he's like was he played for the Bears back in 2000, I think in the 2000s, but he was an unrestricted free agent rookie, and he just never made the roster. So come back to his Kansas. He worked under the Kansas City Chiefs organization. We moved himself all the way up, and the thing, and he worked under three different general managers, which usually general managers like to clear the house and everything. So they decided to keep Matt Poles. They decided to keep him. So but until then that looks good on the for the Bears. But the other thing I don't like about it is that he does not have a general manager experience. I wanted somebody that had, general manager experience, and so they're like the Bears are taking a risk on this guy, and he is young. He's only 36 years old. Um, years old. As like I said, it's his first year as a general manager. So on last Thursday, he decided they chose who was going to be their quarterback. I mean, the head coach. So they chose Matt Eberflus from the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I thought they should have gone offensive minded coach, but they decided to go defensive one, which I understand. But the Chicago Bears, we are known for defense. So yeah, so I wanted Brian Dable, you know, but New York Giants they hired him kind of as the head coach. So I was pretty upset about that. But yeah, I was like, I hope this does not hit bite Brian Pulse's ass in the if Brian Doubles does work it with the New York Giants and he turns you know Daniel Jones into Josh Allen, because Josh Allen he was not that good in the beginning, like in his rookie year, and then like this Brian Dobbs, he molded, and Josh Allen, and you saw when he went the Buffalo Bills went against in the Kansas City Chiefs game, how much hey, that's a no brainer. They just should have gone after Brian Daboll's. So but the only thing I didn't like is like I heard that he didn't have a good interview, and that's why nobody picked him up as a head coach. So now the general manager of the New York Giants. He used to be the coach. He used to be the general manager of the Buffalo Bills. I mean, and so you would figure that he would pick, Brian Daboll as his head coach. So that's probably a no-brainer. So but Matt Eberflus, he's like, only been on the job for like 2 days already, and he's already got two hires already. He has James Rowe. He's a cornerback coach. He was in the Colts organization, so we poached him from the Colts. So we brought somebody, and then we got Dave Banganzi. He's a left back coach, another guy from the Indianapolis Colts, and we also offered a job to Luke Getzi. he was like the OC of and for the Green Bay Packers, but he was not calling the shots. He was like the only when they were third down. That's because it was all Matt LaFleur, calling the plays. So yeah, I'm hearing that if the Packers they cannot block this because this is a promotion. So I don't know. The Green Bay Packers might rehired him as the OC because one of their OC just went to Denver, so they would have to promote him to the OC if they black this from the Chicago Bears. But I don't know if he's gonna take this offer. And then I'm also hearing that the Bears are looking at Rich Bucket. I don't know how to say his name. That guy from the coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. He see the Las Vegas Raiders. I guess they're going in a different direction, and then I heard that they're gonna pick Josh McDaniels. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know. If the Bears should pick this guy because our corner, our special teams coach had left for the Carolina Panthers job. So we have an opening. So yeah. And then I'm also hearing that they're also looking at some guy from the Cleveland Browns organization. So yeah, but yeah, in a couple, I guess I hear by Monday they will have the press conference where they introduce Matt Pauls and you know and Matt Floss, Eberflus. I'm gonna mix up that name, Eberflus. But yeah, what are the ever chances that Ryan and Matt are back in the building, just with a different name and that stuff, with a different name? Um, so we'll want to have to wait until the press conference and see what they say. Well, what I'm really hearing that from the general manager and the coaches that we want to beat Green Bay and go back to the championship. And that's like, we want somebody to motivate. And plus, you know, what I want out of Ryan Poles, I want him to be like talked in front of the media more than when Ryan Pace, because Ryan Pace was mostly he was hiding behind the closed doors, and we never saw him was like I think 2 times out of the whole time, and he never say same thing with George McCaskey. You never saw him until the end of the season where he has a statement, about the Chicago Bears, see those guys they don't know how to speak in front of the media, so that's why Ryan Pace was hiding behind closed doors, and that's why you never see him. But I want this guy Ryan Post to talk to the media and talk to the Bears Nation, and tell them what we want to hear from you. So, give me a huge thumbs up. Leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and always join the King Pookie Nation. And this is your boy King Pookie, and I hope to see you in the next video. If there's any Bears news, I'll let you know. This is your boy King Pookie, and it's signing off. Bear down.